Hi folks, I'm starting to get some questions about your annotated bibliographies, and so I wanted to briefly walk through this with you. And I think in previous classes you've done an annotated bibliography, but it's been focused on a topic or content within the literature. So for example, you might have done an annotated bibliography on math anxiety, or you might have done an annotated bibliography on disability and resource use within, kindergarten students or whatnot. So what we're asking for you to do in this class is a little bit different. You're going to do an annotated bibliography, but it's going to fit within the context of chapter 3 of your dissertation, which is the methodology. And so your readings are really going to be focused on the methodology. So although people commonly think that the lit review ends at the end of chapter 2, chapter 3 also has lit review components to it. It's just you're reviewing how to do the particular methodology that you're using. And so page 3 in the syllabus is going to outline this, and I've got it up on the screen for you. You're going to complete an annotated bibliography consisting of at least 5 references about one particular method. Okay, and although a lot of people think, well, quant or qual or mixed methods are the method, that's actually not the method you're going to be doing. That's the methodology or the broad big picture. And within that, we have different types. And I'll get to that in a couple minutes. And this is a little bit of review from class, but I just want to make sure that we're all kind of on the same page. So the content of your annotated bibliography is going to be focused on the particular method that you are using. To assist with this, our Blackboard website over here under resources, if you go to resources and then articles, what you're going to notice is that there's an article list. And as outlined in the syllabus, I would like you to select at least 2 resources from the article list in order to inform your decision. And a lot of the articles in this list are actually provided for you in Blackboard. So for example, if you were going to do narrative study, you might want to look at this article. If you're going to do a case study, you might be looking at this article. And so we've given some examples to get you started, and then we want you to go further than the examples that are provided. Also, if you are looking at a particular type, and maybe part of the process of figuring out what particular method you're going to do involves looking ahead in the syllabus. And so for example, if you are interested in mixed methods, you're going to want to do the reading for mixed methods earlier than prior to when we would normally get to that as far as class goes. As a refresher from our week 2 lecture, what we see here is that we talked about qualitative research, and qualitative research is that research in which we are essentially looking at data that is going to be narrative and visual and focused on a particular phenomena. And if you need some assistance in looking at the types, because there are at least 5 types of qualitative approaches, and for your annotated bibliography, if you're doing qualitative, I'm going to ask you to focus on one of these 5 types most likely. And so the Cresswell article from week 2 will help you understand the differences, and then the readings for week 3 in GMA will go through each of these in substantively more detail. So please make sure for your annotated bibliography, if you're doing a qualitative approach, you are selecting one of these specific methods to write your annotated bibliography on. If you are doing, let me back up a little bit, if you're doing a quantitative research, then you're going to be looking at collection of usually numerical data. And the approaches within quantitative we talked about in class as well. So experimental, survey design, correlational, causal comparative, or single subjects. And you will want to, if you think you're doing quantitative stuff, you may want to do a little bit of reading ahead as far as what chapters in GMA. Also, Cresswell, pages 12 and 13 from week 2 will walk you through the quantitative approaches, as does GMA, chapter 1, pages 9 through 12. Okay? And then if you're looking at mixed methods research, you are going to want to look at Cresswell's work, and the 4 mixed methods approaches or models that we talked about in class are convergent parallel, explanatory sequential, exploratory sequential, and embedded. So hopefully this video gets you started on your annotated bibliography and picking a particular methodological approach that you're going to be using. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.